Hello guys. Okay, welcome back. In this little quick video, I just want to talk about the rapture, which I feel like can be a bit of a topic to talk about, but it's apparently what I want to talk about. Apparently. So the rapture, I don't know much about. Like I said, I'm not a religious person at all. And so I don't really know much about those sort of stories and stuff. But during one of my big spiritual awakening experiences, and the whole heaven on earth aspect and all that sort of stuff, the whole idea of the rapture, and that whole process, just came to me and was making so much sense for something that will just happen. Suddenly, one day we might just wake up and we'll realize that in the night, half of the population has just disappeared. They just poof, just disappeared or something. So, I guess if something like that does happen, don't worry, because it's all part of the plan. Not saying it will happen, but who knows? But I feel like the idea behind it is that with this whole ascension process to new earth, heaven on earth, is that we can't all go at once, or the transition can't just happen for everybody all at once, because that would just be chaos. So I kind of felt like people who already have passed over on in heaven, and angels and stuff like that already on the other side, are helping behind the scenes, create the new earth and bring the new earth in. I feel did Jesus say something about how he's gonna be in heaven, building the homes and stuff for everybody for the new earth, or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, it felt kind of it's almost a realm that's identical to earth, that's kind of been manifested from earth, that's almost at completion now, that we can boop into. And that it'll be it'll kind of look and feel similar to earth, but just be even better, and yeah, and that things will eventually change and be different from there on, but at first it won't be too different, just to for our own adjustment. Yeah. And then it felt so the people that are left behind, because some people have not left behind, but the people that are still on earth, there's some of us that have to be behind as well for the transition, to kind of bridge the gap between the new earth and the old earth. Yeah, and it kind of felt I guess with that process, that there'll be just kind of I'm not really sure, to be honest, but just it felt it'll make a bit more sense at the time, but that there'll just be just this transition period where some of us light workers and earth angels and whatever you identify as, and all that sort of aspect, we will be getting more and more downloads and be more in tune of what's going to happen, and we'll be kind of the ground crew, all right guys, don't fear, God is here, and don't fear, these are the steps we've got to take, this is the way to the new earth, or I don't know. But it felt kind of it'd be too much chaos to have everyone going at the one time. So some people, and I don't mean they're gonna die a horrible death or something, it just kind of felt in their sleep, their souls will just be gently lifted from their bodies or something, and they'll be taken to the new earth. And then because there's already people, their loved ones in heaven, and angels and stuff assisting, they'll be able to help explain the process to them and help transition them to the new reality. And then there'll be some of us behind on earth that'll be doing a similar role, kind of as above so below, and then eventually we'll kind of all merge together into this new beautiful, wonderful world. So I don't really quite understand the whole process, to be honest, but I feel it's a process that is meant to just gradually unfold, and then we will understand more and more as it goes along. But I guess just the idea of how something like that could happen, is slowly just being ingrained into some of our minds for a reason, right? But maybe not. But anyway, I felt called to share that. So that's just what I'm doing now, apparently. All right. See you guys. Love you all.